the dust off. Is that what you do? Is that all you're made of? Whatever ain't right, prove it on yourself. Revisit your act, results are parallel. Living on a guideline, been there, done that, rolled up and dread. Instead of being bitter, back up, go grab your keys. Follow the stunt driver who hit the tip top of an adventure. Ready to relish everyday desire. Got fire, lighting up the way. Let go what holds us back. Take over, feeling different together. Breaking the barrier. What's the better? 'Cause we can zigzag, show them this is our own track. Look out, we won't get caught up. Look like you don't care, walking the dust off. Is that what you do? Is that all you're made of? Whatever ain't right, prove it on yourself. Revisit your act, results are parallel. Living on a guideline, been there, done that, rolled up and dread. Instead of being bitter, back up, go grab your keys. Follow the stunt driver who hit the tip top of an adventure. Ready to relish everyday desire. Got fire, lighting up the way. Let go what holds us back. Take over, feeling different together. Breaking the barrier. What's the better? 'Cause we can zigzag, show them this is our own track. Look out, we won't get caught up.
What's good, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all doing today? Kathy, Bonnie, welcome to the stream. Yo, my camera's been acting weird, bro. Why does it look so high now, bro? I don't even know what's going on with my camera chat. Ah, we good there.
Such a rare species. It's my lucky day.
How is everybody doing today? Why is Verena on my screen? The fuck?
Roll for me.
I legit don't remember why I have Verena on my screen. I think I was talking about yesterday how rotations with Verena just are insanely quick. So I think that's why she's here.
Hopefully, we'll make new findings.
I guess. Variation. She's smooth with it. But she got a level 1 echo. What the fuck? Like what? Homegirl just got a random echo, bro. Bro, look at these rolls, bro. Crit rate, crit damage, attack percentage. Insane, bro. W votes, you already know, bro. Shit, come on now. Crit rate, crit damage, heavy attack. Like, I swear, some of these don't even make sense. I mean, I want attack, I guess, but still. That's still one cost for attack. I'm not gonna level up Arena. I want to level up all my characters, chat. Like, I really do. I want to level up all these characters. Even if I'll never use them, just I want to have them fully leveled up. So at any point, I can just flat out hop in and be like, yo, let's do this team. You know what I mean? How you doing, Hectic? Jaw Zing, what's good? What's good? What that dog doing? Welcome to the stream. The stream time is getting good. It's 9 p.m. here. I'm trying to, you know, organize my stream schedules, but today I almost streamed at nighttime, bro. I was gonna go live, like, it's early, so I was like, you know what? I might not stream until, you know, 6, 7 p.m. my time to see, because a lot of my viewers, since I started streaming at night, they're usually here at night. You know what I mean?
Hopefully, we'll make new findings.
Let's see, Verena, bro. Let's get her off my team, bro. Like, what's going on here? I hate that in this game I really don't have the luxury to go around building random units. Like, if you're pulling everybody, that is. If you're pulling everybody, you don't have the luxury to go around building other units. I don't know what's up with this team, bro. That shit's disgusting. I want to work on Cantarella for Lova and my Camellia team. Because the way I'm seeing it right now is I'm not going to have a Havoc team for a long time. So, might as well just cook something up with this one. Even though I've never learned to play with Frolova. Like, I just haven't sat down to it, you know. This is a great time for me personally. 4:30 p.m. Well, I'm glad you guys are here, man. I'll drop stream schedules next week, bro. I gotta try to find the time, but for me personally, my time for better viewership and everything is nighttime. Because a lot of my viewers are from, like, Europe and shit, so, you know what I mean? Just make sure everything is good. There we go. Yo, what up, Carlo? How you doing, bro? I saw your latest video, that guy's video. What an embarrassing video to upload to YouTube. Bro, I ain't even gonna lie. I don't ever really look up, like, what's going on YouTube myself. Like, very rarely. Like, when I hop off stream, I kid you not, my videos that I actually watch are so random. They have nothing to do with, like, gacha. So I didn't know about all that shit. And, crazy video. I haven't reacted to a weird video like that in a while. Bro, let me see something. Crystal, hello. How you doing today? I don't know if I'm gonna, like, keep Peebs on my, on this set, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I'm gonna keep her on Moonlit. Like, I like Moonlit, right? It's not a bad set, and it works really well in my rotation. It gives the intro character 12% increased damage, 22% increased attack to my Zani, so she is getting some really nice buffs with it, but I don't know. We'll just have to see. But for now, I do think these stats are all right. Like, I don't really see me sitting down to mid-max some of these things, bro. The crit damage on some of these is atrocious, though. So it does make me kind of want to do it, but it's one of those things that I know it's not needed. You know what I mean? Now, if we move on over to Homegirl. What's on the agenda today? Low-key, I'm just chilling today. I didn't have really anything in the videos that I got sent to react to. Weren't really, like, that interesting to me, so I really didn't react. Crit damage, so she needs a crit rate forecast. Let's see, forecast. Midnight Veil, Empyrean, or Moonlit Clouds. I don't have any Empyrean builds. My Moonlight Veil, it's Midnight Veil, I mean, it's not even built either, so Moonlit Clouds it is. Let's see, boom, right there. Not really too concerned for her, I'm not gonna lie to you. Damn, these things suck, bro. God damn. I guess, and then some one cost. Let's see. That's not a bad one cost. Why she got it? I don't know. Shit, I guess. What she got going on? That looks kind of doo-doo, bro. All my moon... Yeah, bro. All my moonlit set sucks, bro. All these pieces are straight up doo-doo. Because, like, I'm going to be honest. Most of them, like... Bro, you just need... For most teams, when you're running a character with moonlit set, do you really need mid-max pieces? Like, I'm going to be honest. Do you really need them to be mid-max? Not really. You know what I mean? That's just the reality of it. You don't need them to be mid-max. Let me try this. I have never done this rotation. How did you find... I actually have a review of the 2.5 story, bro. I enjoyed it. Cantarella. Oh hell no, that thing hits hard as hell, bro. I swear to God, I don't like this team, bro. Like, there's just something about it that I don't enjoy. What up, Zaniel? Oh, no way she got hit like that. Frolova got smoked. Bro, I haven't farmed Frolova Echo. She got smoked too. Alright, Kentaro. Yeah, bro, I hate my Havoc team, bro. Straight up. I need to cleanse myself from the Havoc team, bro. Let me cleanse myself real quick, bro. Seriously, where did bro get money to S6 so many units? I didn't. I actually got them donated to me by a viewer. That's how it all happened, bro. Let's do this real quick. Let's do this rotation, bro. I've been away for a while. How did you... Oh, yeah. Where you been, though, Yazing? Events is the worst thing in your opinion? Yeah, I'm not really vibing with the events. Also, you hold for Lova heavy, then cast ult, and then swap. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would have to learn the Havoc team's rotation, and I really haven't. I don't like my Havoc team, bro. If I would have S6 R5 for Lova, I would have definitely rocked with the Havoc team. But since I don't have it, you know, like that, I can't really rock with it, bro. Oh, it was actually really bad. Hold on, let me do that again. He didn't get one tapped. I'm surprised, bro. Yeah, Frolova S0 is still strong, but I have S6 R5 Cantarella, and it just feels weird, bro, to play. You know what I mean? Like, it feels weird to have my support be that much, not stronger, but, you know, pretty damn strong. Oh, hold on. Let me do this again, because that rotation was weird, bro. Nope. Oh, never mind. I'm over here. Bro, I'm over here trying to one-tap with this team when that's not this team. This is not the Brant team. This is just a regular Fusion team. Never mind. That's why I wasn't one-tapping, bro. The rotation with this is different, bro. It's like this. I was like, why am I not one-tapping the dude, bro? It's because it's not Brand's team, bro. It's just a regular Fusion team. Yeah. My fault. Oh, wasn't paying attention. Was not paying attention. That's crazy, bro. I took a break from gachas because I was on vacation in Japan. Now I'm trying to catch up to everything in the game. Bro, vacation in Japan has to be a dream, bro. I hope one day I'm blessed enough to go on vacation there, bro. I just can't. The fuck just happened? I don't know, but he's still gonna die. There we go. That's the normal rotation. I kept trying to like one cycle it with this team, and this is not the Brant team. Brant is the highest damage dealing support. Oh yeah, by a long shot. Cantarella is the highest damage dealing support. I don't know if you know a guy named Brant, bro. The greatest unit in all of Withering Waves. I want to show you what Brant does. Fuck's my Brant team. What? Okay. Oh no. Watch. Yo, Aqua, actually good seeing you here. Haven't seen this man Aqua in 10 years, bro. Brant Glazers assemble. Fact, bro. Peep, peep, peep. Do the thing, do the thing. Do the thing, bro. Do it. Oh shit. Y'all see that? Does that, bro, I'm gonna be honest to y'all. Does that look like a support type of damage, bro? That shit's ridiculous. Homie just dropped 1.5 mil just with those 2 hits, and you didn't even get to do or see the 2 little hits on the side that are 1.5 150k each. So that was 300 plus 400 plus, yeah, that was like 1.8 mil, which is our usual with my Brant rotation and build. Yeah, I tried the same thing. Lupa is just not, right? Lupa is a pure support unit, straight up. Like, you could say sub DPS, but in all reality, it's like her DPS in comparison of the other fusion units is pretty doo-doo. And Shang-Li, she's not as good as Brant, but she still can do some work. Just not like that. Hold on, let me land, because I'm in the air. Like, if I do that same rotation with Shang-Li, she can't do that.
Time to start a new game.
Let me see.
Iron graft you knew. Loaded.
Applaud for me. See, like, it takes her so much longer to get the damage done. She still can do it in her rotation, but she has to do so much. Whereas with Brant, the moment you step off Lupa, you go into Brant, you do 2 little spins, 3 little spins, you drop the anchor, it's game over. Like, you literally just hold basic, pretty much hold basic, and then just drop anchor, that's it. Who am I more excited for, Augusta or YOOOO? Personally, I'm into YOOOO more. Not because of the feet, it's because of the feet. Don't lie, bro. You want to suck on them toes. I just find her so beautiful in her harsh personality. Me is Augusta. I love characters that use swords, personally. And I love, like, strong, big woman, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what she is, bro. She's a big mommy. She's like these. Cantarella, Zani. You could put, I don't know if Siakona's their same height, but she's not mommy like that. Shang-Li, these 3 right here, and she's just like that. That's exactly what I need, bro. Her gameplay is also really cool. What the fuck? Okay, I couldn't find Brant for a second. Yeah, there's not even a point of testing it with Lupa, because Lupa just requires some other shit, and I don't really enjoy main DPS Lupa. I said my next X6 would be Yin Lin, but I'm honestly considering for Lova, but I feel like it'll make her less fun to use. Any S6 character becomes less fun to use because you have less of a challenge, but maybe one day they'll drop stuff that makes these characters more of a challenge, even if you have them S6. Like, challenges where it doesn't really matter too much, you know? Where you're just getting maybe a title or something like that, some random shit that doesn't even matter. Let's go here. Who is the next S6 unit you're going for? Augusta, to start off my Electro team, which I hate that it's not a mono team because I'm going Augusta, Yuno, and then I don't know who else I'm going to be putting there. Probably SK for now, I guess, but yeah. That's going to be my Electro team. I'm going to call it the Sun and Moon team, bro. The Sun and Moon team. It's not the same experience at S0 as Shangli still does more DPS till you start willing. I'm not even gonna lie, Shangli doesn't do more DPS than Brandt, even if they're both S0. As much as I love Shangli, bro, yeah. They done her dirty. Not a bad team. Can you even name teams in here, bro? I don't think so, but if you could, that's what I'd name it, bro. My Sun and Moon team. Oh shit, I killed mostly everything. Kill him, Lupa. Let's go get this. Well, we can disagree all we want, but at S0R1, or yeah, S0R1, if you do the testing with the optimized builds, Brandt outclasses Shangli by a little bit. Quite a bit, actually. It's actually a little bit insane how much he does for the teams. There we go. Bro, I gotta farm electro freaking things, bro, and I don't want to. I just want to make sure I have enough for when she drops, bro. This is clearly Pokemon. What are we talking about? Yeah, like, not even with Lupa. Like, Brandt Sanhua. And then Shangli's team. Brandt out. Like, bro. As a hardcore fan of the Fusion team. Where, like, I literally... Each one of these units is S6, bro. Because I like these units so much. All three of them. Shangli was my first ever unit that I really... I mean, it was Yin Lin because she went with my Calcharo. But Shangli was like the first DPS unit that I was like in love with. I skipped Jinshi and everything on my old account because of this character. And then I eventually got Brandt and I didn't even like Brandt. I didn't like how he looked. I didn't like his gameplay. Nothing. And then I built him and I started playing and I was like, nah, bro, this is crazy. Brandt is actually doing more damage than my Yin Lin. I'm still standing on my take. A trained gladiator should do more damage than a pirate. Yeah, but Brandt is not a pirate, bro. That's what he does on the weekend. Normally, he's the Sentinel Resonator of like 3 different Sentinels. You know what I mean? What are we talking about? You're acting like Sentinel Resonators can't have hobbies and shit, bro. That's insane. Yeah, bro. Brandt is just built like that. Like, what are we talking about?
I know.
Shit's crazy, bro. I like him too. Spent thousands of tubes on mid-max. Yeah, bro. This team is just so good. He throwing anchors, bro, like giant anchor. He just carries them shits in his pocket, bro. Like what? He ain't no normal dude. Oh, what? Let's lock that. Bro, I'm so annoyed. I've been doing, bro, I've literally been doing testing with Augusta for the past like week and a half, bro. Like, I've literally been, not me personally, but, you know, people, for the last week and a half, and I kid you not, Augusta's kit, so far, has been the most downright retarded kit that Kuro has done for a while, bro. Like, they just, I think they dropped Augusta, not fully understanding how she was supposed to play, then fucking changed her shit midway through, still felt weird as fuck, changed it again, and that's why I haven't built her set, bro. That's why I haven't like actually rolled any pieces, because I don't know what the hell I'm gonna run with Augusta right now because of how much shit changes. It's mad freaking weird. They literally, yeah, exactly, Zalio. I was like, what the fuck did they do with her kit? Since day one, I was saying that, bro. It was so weird, bro. So I gotta do more testing soon to see what the hell's going on. And then maybe I'll be able to build some pieces before she actually drops. Where the fuck? Let's do this. Callow, basically, should we be concerned about Augusta? No, I'll do more testing today and then I'll probably yap about it tomorrow. Long story short, bro, her kid made let me put it to you like this. Day one that I got to test her and got to see everything that I saw, right? From day one of trying out Augusta. And keep in mind, this is testing phases, so things will change. It's understandable. That's why I didn't make a big deal about it. I understood things were going to change, blah, 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 blah. But it was like, after seeing some of the things I saw, I was like, bro, this is about to be one of the biggest controversies in terms of characters that they've ever released. Like, it's going to be worse than Zani. You know how people were so mad because, oh, you need Phoebe for her, blah, blah. It was going to be worse than that. It was going to be worse than Brent and how people were bitching about his weapon. It was going to be a whole thing, bro. And I saw that shit, and after doing several hours of testing that first day, I was like, no, they have to change your kit. This doesn't make sense. It didn't make any sense with the way it was written. Well, Lord, you know, behold, 3-4 days later, her kit got changed. And then it made even less sense. But let me put it to you like this. There was a moment where I was looking at Augusta with over 200 crit rate, and you got no benefit from having that much crit rate at one point. Now it's changed again. But I was like, what the fuck? We need so much crit rate, foe. This makes no sense. Now it's obviously changed. But there are some other things that we got to change. Pretty much every change that I said that needed to happen to Augusta happened along the way. So the last changes, as we think, officially came through, so we really got to see what's popping. But she's looking like a very interesting character, and a lot of her modifiers also changed, so shit could be way different now. I'm just going to use 1 4-cost crit damage and 4-cost crit rate on the new piece set and some properly built 1-cost for the... See, here's my thing. My original thought with her kit was 4-4-1-1-1. I still want to try that. The problem is that with all her modifiers changing, and since I'm going S6R5, I don't know if that's going to be the best build. I will still try S0 build and see what it is, depending on the stats I see on screen. Because obviously we want the highest possible stats. I also don't know if maybe 4-3-3-1-1 might be something you want with a shit ton of electric damage. Because she gives herself electric damage, yada, yada, yada. And you're going to have the 2Ps that give yourself electric damage. So, I'll just have to see. Callow, let me put it to you like this. When the test server first went live, bro, let me put it to you like this, how bad it was. When the test server officially went live, and we all saw and checked the things and tested some things, one of her constellations made it. So let me just get out of here and show you an example with Brant. You know how people were so mad because right here, Brant gains additional attack based on his energy regen for every 1% of his energy regen over 150, right? And you know how basically everybody was mad because you couldn't reach 280 ER easily, right? oh, but if we want to max out our brand, it's going to be so hard to get 280 ER unless you pull his weapon. Remember how that was a whole thing when this unit came out that a bunch of people made videos about? When she first came out, one of her sequences was written like this, which changed because I saw it before even beginning our testing session. I saw it, I was like, that's cooked. It read this: for every 1% of crit rate over 150, over 100, 100 or 150, I think it was 100, over 100 you get 2% crit damage. So for every 1% of crit rate over 200, over 100, you get 2% crit damage. It was impossible to get 150 crit rate. No matter what you did, you could roll max crit rate on everything. You could have her with her signature weapon. You can have SK on your team giving you more crit rate. You still wouldn't reach 150 crit rate. This was when she first came out, right? When she first came out and that we were all testing. Ever since then, she's gone through and that was a constellation, bro, a dupe. So a character dupe not being able to be fully achieved with no possible way in the game. Exactly, Samuel. Every 1% crit over 100%, you get 2% crit damage, max at 100%. So a total of 150% crit rate. And it was impossible to get. Ever since then, she's gone through several changes. One change completely removed that from her kit. Like, it wasn't even written on there, bro. And I was like, oh shit, that's a completely different unit to what she used to be. And then in the latest change, she actually got all of that reverted, but now it's like way lower modifiers, which is good because now people can achieve it. And yeah, it's good now. From what I saw on paper, we got to test and stuff now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even with max crit rate, skill tree, crit rate weapon, and shorekeeper, you weren't hitting 150 crit rate. So think about that. That shit was crazy. One thing made you get crit rate, but that's the wrong, and it was crit damage instead, and then it got corrected. Exactly, bro. Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, I usually do my S6 R5 pulls. I'm gonna do testing again, but the day she goes live, I'm probably gonna pull for one dupe. I'll record that. I'll test her, and then I'll do more pulls for her if I really, really like her, because I haven't really seen them with any unit they've dropped change kits that much. So I want to, or like the way the kit functions. So I want to see really how it works before I make any, you know, commitment to it. Let's go for the Havoc Prisms. Yeah, the sequences also got changed to help with the crit rate, because that was another thing, bro. You really had to see how you built her at one point. Hey, yo, we taking the boat, chat. Doesn't her Civ give only like 12? Okay, so here's the thing, Kahlo. Her weapon gave 12. And then back in the day, I was like, bro, they have to change her weapon. They have to make her have, like, I don't know, 30 crit rate on her weapon because of that. So basically, they ended up changing her weapon. Bro, everything I said started to happen. So they changed her weapon to 24% crit rate. And it was still weird because now her kit was all weird. Even with 24% crit rate on her weapon, you still didn't reach the 150, which is actually crazy. So her kit got changed. Everything was feeling weird when we played her. And then in the last change, her crit rate got reverted. So it's back to 12%. It was 24 and then it got changed. It was 12, got put to 24, got put back to 12. How the fuck can I get out? I took a picture by accident. Bro, even with SK, with max crit rate roll, so every single echo having 10.5. Every single echo having 10.5 crit rate. With SK and her forte, you couldn't reach 150. It was like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on here, bro? Shit was weird. That was mad weird, bro. Oh, shit, I gotta... Oh, I can fly. Never mind, bro. I'm over here stressing. So that's why, bro, I saw that and I was like, yeah, they gotta, you know. Why is her weapons crit rate so low? Because now they made it so the she gets crit from her build, I guess. But her weapons crit rate is kind of low. I have said that, but it does have the highest attack out of all weapons in the game. But still, it's like I told people, I much rather have higher crit rate than attack. But like I said, she does get crit rate. No, she doesn't need 150 crit rate. Those build videos that you saw a while back, all of that got changed. That's why when I post my pre-farm guides, I never talk about kits. It's just not worth it. At least you won't miss crits. She will not be missing crits, bro. Yeah, needing over 100 crit rate only applies to S2. You can be fine with whatever crit rate. Needing over 100 crit rate only applies if you get her second dupe. So don't even worry about that. So he's a bit better now. We're still a bit confused about how to build her. So basically, last time we played her, there was a part of her kit that was worded wrong. It was doing the right effects. Oh fuck! It was doing the right effects that I needed her to do. But in the description, it had the wrong description. So it was doing the right effect with the wrong description. So we were still confused. We were waiting for that to get changed. And yesterday, I think it was, we got the latest changes to her kit. And we haven't tested any of those. So I don't know. But from what I read, it does look a lot better. It does look a lot better. Because we test everything. We test S0, S1, S2, S3, S3 not so much. S4 doesn't matter. S5 I think is just more damage, and S6. That's where we really test. And obviously just base. And yeah, she was kind of weird. Yo, John Tavius was good. Gully, kind of both, because crit rate and crit damage are tied when it comes to Augusta and her sequences. The more crit rate you have over 100%, the more crit damage you have. Bro, Kalo, I'm testing you. I'm telling you, bro, this was the weirdest testing phase we've had. And like, I've been able to pretty much get knowledge and like straight up one-on-one with pretty much every testing phase. And this one was weird, bro. Like, seeing a character's kit just completely change from, like, one moment to the other, you were like, the fuck? Shit, like, you know, it's usually, like, minor changes or, like, stats or modifiers, but the whole way it was working was weird, bro. Yeah, YOOOO was more or less fine. The changes to YOOOO were relatively small. There was one that was kind of interesting, but they were relatively small. But Augusta was just bricked, bro, when I first started seeing her. She played fine, but and even then her damage was not impressing me in our last test. So we'll have to see. She's not striking me like as a big burst type of unit. She's striking me more as a character that plays along the lines of the fusion comp. We're like running her, because YOOOO does damage, bro. YOOOO actually does pretty damn good damage. Oh fuck, I hate farming in this place. I wish it would just get teleported to these things, bro. Like straight to the freaking thing. So YOOOO actually does good damage. So the way I'm thinking is Augusta's not gonna be out here like as a Cardathia or Zani, that they're like the main damage dealers of their team, and everybody else that's on the team is kind of just buffing her. I think she's gonna be there dealing damage as the main damage dealer, but YOOOO's also gonna deal some pretty damn good damage. I'm in a new account to get the characters I skip. Hopefully her weapon remains good to Gion too. I've been farming and I haven't had food. What? Hold on. Echo food. I don't think any stat has a cap. Yeah, stats don't have a cap. People say that there's diminishing returns, but yeah. Just got home, seen you on, so I stopped by. Appreciate you, brother. You lost my will to play WuWa. That's crazy. I think what made you lose your will to play WuWa was them horrendous hologram times, bro. That's what it was, bro. Bro, I'm excited though. Like, regardless of what I'm saying, I'm excited for Augusta. She looks beautiful as a character. She looks amazing. I asked because in most Chinese and Korean games, crit rate is capped at 100 and crit damage. So here's the thing. This game, you can build over 100 crit rate, right? Or 350 crit damage, no problem. As far as I'm aware though, once you have 100 crit damage, or crit rate, you're critting constantly. So I don't know if having more than 100 is even... Matter of fact, I don't even think there's any unit that can easily build over 100. I mean, I know there are some that can 100% build over 100, but not like easily. One of her lines from the live stream during combat is really winners win, bro. She got tiger blood in her DNA, bro. That's what's going on, bro. She got tiger blood. I'm excited for my glorious August at low effort to be better than my mid-max sweaty Carl. Bro, you plan on rocking Carl forever, Kahlo? Or do you see another character that you'll glaze just as much? Yeah, Phoebe is one of those units. 100%. And it's not just that, it's just her. Like, if you run Phoebe with, what's the name of the freaking, her actual set, this set over here? Yeah, Eternal Radiance. You run her with Eternal Radiance and you have Shorekeeper on the team, you're just out there, bro. You're, like, cracked on, crit rate. But like I said, it's not like you really need it at the end of the day. Not in the community can't, only brand can be glazed here. Yes, sir, bro. See, bro, I'm glad to see you've seen the light, John. I'll probably end up glazing someone just as much eventually. Good, bro. Make it Brant. I'm just saying, bro, you know, that makes you a scholar and an intellectual when you glaze Brant, bro. Bro, you know what I need Kuro to do? I need Kuro to drop a overpowered woman character so I can stop glazing Brant and I can move on to glaze that female character, bro. That's what I need, bro. I need me a muscle mommy to be dropped that I can glaze, or a katana wielding baddie, bro. Bro, I hate his ass, and having him makes me hate his ass so much more. You remind me of when I was a kid. I don't know what you call this. I think you just... I just had, like, spoiled bitch-ism, even though I was poor. You know what I mean? Because what I used to have was, like, I'd have, like, a Game Boy or, like, a PSP, bro, and I'd love it, right? If I ever dropped it, even though it didn't break, it didn't... Bro, that motherfucker maybe not even got a scratch on it. As long as I knew in the back of my mind that I had dropped it, I would start seeing the freaking PSP or Game Boy like that shit had AIDS, bro. I used to hate it, bro. I'd be like, oh, that shit's disgusting, bro. I don't even want to touch it anymore because I dropped it. It's been sullied, bro. That's how you acting with your account. Oh my god, I got Brant on my account. I don't even want to play. I don't like him. He makes my account so much worse. Insane behavior. Like, if we got a wizard or mage, even if it's a dude or, like, Furin. Oh, yeah. Oh, so you're a big wizard type of character. Okay. You're a wizard, Harry. Okay, see, bro, me, katanas, bro. Katanas is my thing. I don't care if it's a dude or a girl character. If we get, like, a... That's why I love Kalcharo, bro. Sephiroth. Literal, bro. But I do want me a beautiful female character, bro. The gal hate is crazy. Bro, we don't hate Galbrina, bro. She's gonna be another NPC, though. She gonna be, like, bro, I'm gonna be honest, as much as I have to admit it, Brand's kind of an NPC in the background nowadays. Homie disappeared from the story. He gone, bro. He on his ship. Touring the world. He'll come back in, like, 5.8 or something, bro. I mean Zanny because I don't sleep much and have too much caffeine. Plus, so she's basically you in gacha form. True, acceptable, bro. That's exactly it. Since I was a child, I've been like that too. I hate having things I don't like if it's a choice character. No, see, I used to be like that, John, but then I grew up and I was like, that shit's retarded. I can't be like that because it's shit. Like, bro, it legit made no sense. Like, I'd have a PSP, bro. I'd drop it on the floor. No cracks, no scratches, no nothing. And I would legit have like beef with the PSP, bro. Like, I'll be mad at it every time I had to grab it or anything, bro. I would just be pissed. Like, I would hate it with a burning passion, bro, for no reason. And I was like, bro, I'm over here acting like if I was rich, bro. Like, if I could just, oh, I'm gonna just buy a new one because I dropped this one on the floor. You know what I mean? So I had to, you know, quit that shit. I will say Cardi does get as you glaze Cardi as much as Cucumber? Really? I thought there was no comparison, bro. Back at it again. Streaming in the middle of the night. Brother, it's like 10 in the morning, bro. What are you talking about? Nah, bro, over the years, it's gotten worse. Like, I spent hundreds of dollars on games, and someone would play my account and pull on a unit I don't like. I would delete the whole account. Yeah, you need Jesus or something there, bro. That's some compulsive behavior, bro. That's crazy. Don't you smoke? How you have that compulsive behavior while being a pothead? The fuck? I think you're smoking the wrong weed or something, because, you know, you're not smoking the one that has the compound in it called fuck it. You know what I mean? You gotta get that one, bro, because what the hell? When Cardi came out, I was soloing WuWa for like her whole face. Bro, that was me with Brent, bro. Who's talking about drugs? We don't talk about drugs in here. What the fuck? We do not talk about drugs here. We talk about flowers, bro. Get your shit straight. How you doing, Cremoni? I'm doing good, bro. Yeah, I'm not dead now. I'm only semi-dead. That's crazy. Let's go over here. Fuck, I might as well run. That's ass. Yeah, bro, when Brant came out and I, like, loved his gameplay and everything, I literally only played Brant for, like, a whole month. Nah, take gummies, bro, and being high. How does that even work? Bro, you gotta be taking some weird shit, bro. Yeah, bro, he gotta be on something. I ain't never met a pothead that be hating shit. Like, ever. The only thing I've met a pothead hating is not having enough weed, bro. Like, what are we talking about? That's crazy. I don't like brand gameplay style. The air is not... I hate the air gameplay. Bro, everybody that's known my channel knows I dislike aerial combat. And the reason why Calcharo was my favorite unit in the game was because that motherfucker's feet are glued to the floor pretty much. Unless he's on Death Messenger and then he just be like, you know, slashing and gashing. But the reason that Calculator was my favorite unit, bro, was because that dude is as stiff as a brick, bro. Where the fuck is Calculator? Like, bro, look. Like, that man was just like, his feet did not leave the ground, bro. You was just chilling with Calculator, bro. Right? That's my gameplay, bro. You know what I mean? After that, I remember that we got Homegirl, bro. I hated her playstyle, bro. This bullshit, like when she starts fucking floating and like going all over the place. Oh, hell nah, bro. I hated this shit. She was cool. I like this part of her kit, but I didn't like the moving around and shit. Like, Shang Li had that a little bit, but she was cool. Like, you know, she had this. She was still like somewhat linear. She had this and it was like a drop. Boom, 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 and it was like a drop. You know what I mean? So it didn't feel as like floaty per se. But I don't like, that's why I don't like characters like, for example, Cantarella. And even though this kid doesn't have that, like, right here, right? This is just basic. When she goes into that, like, her jellyfish form, that shit's weird. I don't like it. I don't like characters like Jeja, because she's just moving all over the place too much. And then you throw Brant into that situation. And you're like, oh, but Brant actually moves around. But there's a difference in Brant's playstyle, is that if it strikes me as people not understanding their gameplay. Because Brant doesn't feel the same way that all these other, like, floaty units feel. So when people say, I don't like floaty gameplay, you clearly haven't played Brant, but I have played him. No, you haven't. It doesn't matter if you physically played him on your account, you haven't played Brant. One thing is grabbing a character and kind of feeling his gameplay and saying he's trash. And I know, because I said Brant sucked. I literally hated Brant's gameplay. Like, I thought it was shit. I was so tight because I love Shangli, and I was like, I'm going to have to pull Brant for Shangli, right? He's going to make her better. I love that, right? And then I was like, I'm gonna pull Brant for Shangli. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. His gameplay might be dope. I seen the trailer they released for him and Phoebe, and I was like, why does Phoebe look so much better with her gameplay? Brant feels like a weird Spider-Man looking thing. I don't like him. Then I played the story quest in 2.2? 2.1? I don't know what it was. The one with the fucking little fishing event. And I was like, no. He's trash. I don't like him. I got him, I built him, and I learned. It's like Zaniel said, he goes directly to the character. He goes directly to the character. He pulls himself towards the characters, bro, which feels totally different than all the other floaty units that just kind of float around the area. Where is it? I'm gonna go here, bro. But I swear Chiza better be rack user, because I could see my boy, whatever that dude's name be, bro. Not gonna lie, that Kuyon guy seems like he might be my Carlos 2.0. He has aura. He does look pretty cool. I like characters that have that, like, gloomy vibe to them. It just feels cool. I got that Kendrick. You know what it is, bro? He invested so much. I know why John has so much hate for Brant. Peep this, Daniel, peep this. Pay attention. He built 2 units at the start of Withering Waves. This is why John hates Brant. He built 2 units at the start of Withering Waves. Zhang Xing and Shang Li. Both units get outclassed by Brent in every department, bro. You have Zhang Brick having a shit shield and having shit heals and shit support in comparison to Brent. And then you have Shang Li, the main damage dealer out of the fusion team, getting outclassed by the healer from her own team. That's why he's like, bro, I done did build both of these units. Both of them are S6, and both of them are dog shit when you compare them to Brent. I hate Brent. Look how he did my characters, bro. My account is bricked. That's what happened, bro. That's exactly what happened, bro. His whole career ended with one swift character drop. That's crazy, bro. It's Shangli not a main DPS? She is a main DPS, yes. Shangli is indeed a main DPS. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's insane. Oh my god, bro. I was only speaking facts, John. You know what I mean? I was only speaking facts, bro. That's insane. I would hate Brant low-key, bro. Like, if I had invested everything and then dude just came out and just outdid my whole account with one character, I'd be like, oh, nah, bro. That's crazy. That's insane, bro. The disrespect. Wild behavior. John, you know how I be setting you up? You know what? I'm trying to set you up with one more challenge on stream. Not an actual video, but basically what I wanted to do is, and I'll tell you right now, I want you to do your current fusion team's rotation, right? So I want you to run your Lupa with your Zhang Xing and with your, what is it? Shorekeeper? I believe. Oh no, you have Lupa, Zhang Xing, and Shang Li, right? I want you to run that team comp. Do swift rotations, right? The best rotations you can do with that team comp. And then I want you to do a swift rotation with the Lupa, Shang Li, Brandt team. And then I want you to tell me which one feels better. I already know the answer which one feels better. And then I already know what's going to come after. You're going to say, well, even though it feels better, I still don't like playing the team. Which we go back to the good old Uncle Ruckus, which pretty much says, yes, I know this is better. I know it feels better. But simply because my beliefs, my religious and racial beliefs, I can't rock with Brandt. Even though everything he offers is better. Even though the experience is better, I just can't. And then I'll just be like, okay, so pretty much you don't like smooth gameplay. That's what it is. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, I found a kitty, bro. Oh, shit. I ain't trying to do all that, bro. Yeah, I'm hating. Exactly. Like, that's pretty much the thing. Like, I'm hating just to hate. Right? Because, like, if you do the rotations with the fusion team, and you're like, nah, bro, I still find the rotation with Zhang Xing to be smoother. I still find it to be more effective or whatever. Then I'll be like, yeah, okay. If it is, right? But if it isn't, and we can clearly see the other rotations being so much smoother and everything, we see it in your eyeball, bro, that you're like, shit, this rotation is amazing, then we would know that you're just hating to hate on some Uncle Ruckus type of shit, bro. You know what I mean? Oh, shit. How far are they sending me, bro? Let's go. The thing is, I know what he does. I acknowledge he's good. I just don't want to use him or play. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You're saying you don't like the unit, so we're like, okay. You know what I mean? Why? And if you're like, I don't like his swinging thing. Okay, cool. That's what I'm saying. Let's see you do the gameplay. Bro, an S-5 Brandt would feel more smooth than an S-17 Zhang Sheng, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Her gameplay is bricked. You know what I mean? What up, Zeno? Yo, we need you, dog. But that's why I said I wanted to do that specific, you know, test with you. Because, like, I want you to, like, do the rotations, do the gameplay, and then acknowledge the obvious. Yes, it feels better. Yes, it is more smooth. And then still be like, yeah, but I just don't like it. You know what I mean? And then at that point, we're like, yeah, he just hating. Maybe they'll buff the old units eventually. Yeah, maybe, but they're not going to change the play style. You know what I mean? Like, they could buff them. They could buff, you know, for example, Zhang Xing to make her do arrow erosion or whatever, but they're not going to flat out change the way she fights. Zeno, yes. After the stream, if you're down, I need to test some stuff. See, the difference, then, is you pull units because of what they do for your team. I pull units because I like and enjoy. So that, okay, so once again, that's what I'm saying, John. You pull units because you like and enjoy them. That's why I wanted you to do the comparison of gameplay between Premium Fusion and your Zhang Xing Fusion team, right? And then, like, side by side to do both comparisons. Because I know the rotation with Peak Fusion team is just so good. It's fun. It's enjoyable. And then you go back to Zhang Xing rotation and it's like a literal, bro, like a doorstopper. It's a brick. And then at that point, you'd be like, yeah, I'd still like the other one better. So it's not about enjoyable. It's just you simply just want to hate, bro, on some Uncle Ruckus. I'm going to pull Zanny because I like her and put her with my Yao and Yang Yang because I love those units. Yep. Like, I go for two things, bro. Like, it has to be an even thing. Like, I don't care if a unit looks really good if her gameplay is shit. You know what I mean? If the gameplay is doo-doo, it's a hard thing for me to pull for a unit. Because then, like, enjoyment comes in various phases. I can enjoy the way a unit looks, but then dread their gameplay. I can enjoy the way the gameplay of a unit looks, but then dread the way they look. You know what I mean? In a lot of scenarios, I'd rather test the units to see how they feel. And hey, bro, I'm gonna be honest, the reason I'm so, like, positive and, like, I try to tell people so much about Brant is because it reminds me of when I hated One Piece, bro. Or not hated, I don't hate nothing. But it reminds me of when I disliked One Piece, bro. Bro, my boy tried to get me to watch One Piece for about 3 years, and I always shitted on One Piece because I thought the show was fucking weird. I thought the characters looked like shit, and not necessarily like the Straw Hats themselves, but like one time my boy told me to watch fucking One Piece, and they had the fucking Bon Clay on screen doing some weird shit, and I'm like, what is up with these characters, bro? Then he showed me like a few months later, he showed me another episode, or I saw that he was watching One Piece, and then they're fighting like this dude that looked like a dumpling, like a literal dude with a dumpling and glasses, and I was like, what is this show? This show is trash. And I never gave it a shot until I finally gave it a shot, and I fell in love with it, and it's now my greatest, like my most favorite show of all time. It was the same with Brant. Hated the way he looked, hated the way his gameplay felt, hated the way everything, bro. The way that he walked, the way that he talked, the way that he smiled, the way that everything about Brant I hated, bro. I slotted him onto the team, and I like it. But here's the caveat. If you give me a katana character that moves like Augusta, I would love their gameplay miles above Brant. Because at the end of the day, I still don't really vibe with Brant's playstyle. Even though I'm conscious of what it is, I've learned everything about the gameplay, and I know how good it is. And it's not just about the character, but everything about the character and how it works. It's still not my type of playstyle. You know what I mean? What's your top 3 playstyles, Kyle? That's a good question. So I would still have to say that one of my favorite playstyles is something along the lines of Calcharo, right? So I still like Calcharo's simple playstyle. I mean, simple with how it looks, right? We're not talking about like animation canceling and all of that. But like, you know, something like this, where it's upfront and personal, I love that, right? It feels strong, it doesn't feel too fast. I love this, right? From the characters we have, another gameplay style that I kind of like would probably be something like, let's see, bro, is that we don't really have any like slashy type of character. Maybe Shang Li could be a good option. I like Shang Li's playstyle. I think for me, if we're looking more at characters that I like the playstyle of, it would have to be a unit like maybe Miyabi. And I haven't played her, I've seen her gameplay. Miyabi, and some of the units from PGR, like Alpha Crimson, for example, like slashy samurai type of characters. Why haven't I built my Calcharo? Bro, I got my Calcharo hella late, bro. I got my Calcharo like 2 months ago. And I already had all these other units built, so you know what I mean? But I don't like Brant or enjoy his gameplay regardless of how smooth it is. And I seen the Brant rotation, the fusion team is better and smoother. That's what I'm saying. So that's precisely what I'm saying. It's about being an Uncle Ruckus, John. You know what I mean? It's about being an Uncle Ruckus. You know the character's better. You know the rotation is better. You know the rotation feels smoother. It's more enjoyable to do. Everything possibly about the character is better. But you don't like it. Simply because. Like, just because. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much where we're getting at. Kind of like, you know, when we yap about something, we try to like give it like some, we try to get curious, like, why is it? Why is it that you don't like it? I don't know. I don't like his gameplay. Oh, but you played him on the fusion team. Yes. How do you feel the rotations? Better than my current team? Smoother? Faster? Stronger? You know, Kanye? And you still don't like him? Yeah, I don't like smoother, faster, better rotations. It's just not good. You know what I mean? It's the S6, bro. Tell me how. Look, so I pulled Calcharo and I was like, I want to S6 my Calcharo, and the moment I S6 my Calcharo, I'll build him, right? Verena comes out, S6 Varina. Okay. Encore comes out, S6 Encore. Zhang Brick comes out, S6 Zhang Brick. I am one away from S6ing the furry as well. And I only got 2 in calculator. And then they announced Augusta, bro. That's crazy. But you just said it's smoother and better. You know what I mean? Isn't smoother and better? Better? Like, you know what I mean? My condolences on Ling Yang. Bro, I'm not even gonna lie. If I could, I would build all these units. I would build Ling Yang. I would build Varina. But the reality is that this game barely gives you enough materials to, like, build a lot of units. You know what I mean? Like, I would legit build Ling Yang and everything if I could. But, bro, that's me for real. I only have S1, and that's from the standard banner. That's insane, Callow. They be hating on us, bro. S6 Kara with R5 Lupa signature is untapped. Bro, I want it. So I used to do a lot of videos for WuWa way back in the day. And the one video that blew up my channel that ended up getting me like thousands and, bro, tens of thousands of views was my Calcharo video. And I loved Calcharo. And I always wanted to max dupe him. And now when I got my account and I started doing all those summons, shout out to Jet, I was like, I want to get as many dupes on Calcharo and build them again and then compare him with current units. He's still going to be behind. But seeing a, like, you know, super strong Calcharo was going to be really funny. It was going to be interesting. And it's never happened. I play games to use units who I enjoy and like, bro. I don't care how they function as a team. I just put 3 units together. I like this game. But that's what I'm saying. Don't you like smooth gameplay? I don't even have a Ling Yang. That's crazy. When will I? I'll build Calcharo when I S6 Calcharo. How about that? When Calcharo, and I won't build them right away. We also got to make sure I have enough stuff, enough resources and shit. I can only build like 2 characters. Yeah, bro, I can barely build characters. That's my issue, bro. Building and like I'm getting every unit, so it's a lot harder as well to like level them up, bro. It's like 5 million cash to build a unit and their weapon and everything maxed out. Not counting all the other freaking things. Bro, we're gonna get a new limited version before we get another copy for real, bro. Shit's doo-doo, bro. Shit's crazy. Shit is actually insane. Now, for people who don't mind using whatever units as long as it's synergistic. No, but we're not talking about using whatever units as long as they're synergistic or not. Like, we're talking about fun. Fun, bro. Like, there's only so much fun there is by looking at a unit. Like, I could just go on fucking R34 if I'm really that down bad to look at a unit's design, bro. Like, I could look at, I don't know, Shang Li and be like, yo, Shang Li's fire as fuck. And then her gameplay feels like shit. Like, I'm not just gonna pull a unit based on how they look and that's it. Like, absolutely, that's it. A unit could look like shit, but have great gameplay. It's that simple. That's literally what I'm getting at, bro. Like, refusing to build character, and I'm not talking about brand. Like, I'm talking about in general. Like, in general. That's why I said the other day, I didn't pull Rosha when she dropped, right? I didn't pull Rosha when she dropped because I didn't like her style, like the way she looked, and also I didn't have any Havoc units, and her gameplay wasn't the greatest to me. So all the boxes were not ticked. But if they drop a character that plays really dope and looks like Rosha, even though I would not like their looks, if the gameplay is fun, I would pull that character. You know what I mean? Because it's like there has to be a balance. You know what I mean? I like smooth gameplay and not having to worry about debuffs being applied to enemies so I can deal damage. True, that works. Building a character in WuWa is easy compared to other games. So building a character in WuWa is easy compared to other games. What's not easy is getting the currency to build said characters. And you normally don't notice this if you're not pulling every character. If you're pulling every character that drops in Withering Waves, the time between patches and the amount of resources you're able to gain barely gives you enough time to like max out one unit. Whereas most other gacha games I play, I build a unit within the first few days of it being out, and then the entire like next, you know, rest of the patch, I can save up to build like 2 units, if not more. WuWa, you don't really do that. In the 20 days that a banner is up, you have enough time to build up that 1 unit. Okay, so look, precisely, that's what I'm saying. Like, basically, I'm just trying to get you to say you're Uncle Ruckus and you're hating just to hate. Because you just said Brant feels better to play than your current team. And you love your current team. And you're saying Brant feels better to play than your current team. Smoother as well. Right? Is better not, well, better. Right? You know what I mean? I went to R6. R6? Her web R5 you mean, or you mean S6? How far do I gotta get to this? Oh, we gotta go close. Brandon's fun to play. That's why I skipped Augusta for him. Yeah, bro. He is account changing, honestly. Ooh, there we go down here. Echo grinding is killing me as well, bro. I do not want to echo grind, but I don't want to have to come back and farm echoes when Augusta drops. But I probably will, because we'll have flight, so it'll be a lot easier. Let's go this way.
I hear cowering prey.
Okay, John, but we're not talking about your like of a character or who you like to play. We're talking about your dislike of a character. Like, we're talking about a whole nother topic, right? You're saying you hate Brant with passion like Kendrick, bro. And it's like, why? Right? Like, what makes you hate the character so much? Apart from the fact he ruined your whole account by being better than your 2 best units. Apart from that is what I'm talking about. Feels nice to have Brant and Joyce here. I skipped card for Brant, and some people might call me crazy. I won't. We got a lot of Brant enjoyers here, bro. Building a character is fun, but limited for a unit of your character, the materials in it. Yeah, bro, that's what, like, building characters in WuWa is super easy. What's hard is getting the materials you actually need to build them. That's what takes a long time, and it's kind of annoying, bro. Because, like, I want to be able to build more characters. And if I keep pulling, I can't build. Which, like, bro, I play, like, 4 different gacha games. In all of those gacha games, I have so much of this currency, of, like, the little cash currency in the games. This shit. Bro, I literally have a game that I have, like, 58 million. Right? And then I have another one that I have like 40 million. And here I never get past like 5. If you're building units. If you're not building units, then you know what I mean? Right? I would love to build Chisha, but I need my math. Exactly. Like right now, bro. People were yapping in the Discord and like depressed because they had to build Ling Yang. Just joking about it. I was like, I'll build Ling Yang. Shit, I don't mind. I'll build that motherfucker. But I can't. Because like I'm like right at the edge of what I need. That's exactly why I don't want him. Okay, John Tavius. Come on, bro. Don't be dense. You don't want him because you don't like him. We get that. What we're trying to find out is why you hate the character. Despite knowing that he's better at everything for your team. And you yourself saying he has better gameplay and smoother rotations than your current Fusion team. Like, what makes you hate him despite knowing that he's better, more fun to play, and smoother with your team? You know what I mean? Brandt is a go to have him built S0R1, but he can solo Holo 6, no problem. Yeah, Brandt is freaking crazy. I'm a Captain Brandt fan through and through, no questions. I love that character. True, it gets hard to build multiple characters in Chinese gacha games because building the characters are content to them, so the throttle to resource you need for it. That's my big problem with building characters in this game. Like, I want to be able to, like, just do random team comps and joke around and be like, yo, look at my S6 Ling Yang clearing content, bro. And people are gonna be like, what the fuck? That's the trashiest unit. But he's S6 though. Like, just to try. Just to try. You know what I'm saying? But I can't. What is your reasoning? Exactly. Like, that's what we want to know. Because, like, if it was like, well, the character plays worse on my team than what I already have, so there's, you know, it's not fun to play with it. Because his gameplay and rotations with my current team feels worse. Oh, okay, understandable. The character's too weak. I don't like him. Oh, understandable. He's just weak. The character's kit is trash. Okay, true. The kit is trash. But, like, every box that I just said gets checked as better, stronger, faster. And it all boils down to Uncle Ruckus. You know what I mean? Question, I currently have Lupa and her signature weapon S2 character as 0. Also, I got Brandt. Damn, how you got her weapon S2? You got lucky? Also, I got Brandt and his weapon. Do I need to have Shang Li? Is it okay with Shorekeeper? Do you need to have Shang Li in the Brandt team? I'm gonna be honest, no, you don't. Is it okay with Shorekeeper? I'm gonna show you something. It's obviously inflated because it's S6 characters, but I'm gonna show you what one of my quickest burst teams right now is. Where the fuck? Right here. Just watch me clear Fleur-de-Lis Max Hollow with Ling Yang once I'm done. I will wait to see that because I can't do it.
First to the treasure.
You don't want a male unit besides MC or Chillin. So he's very specific about the type of cock he likes. It has to be very specific. Like, you know, it can't be hooded. It gotta be at least 8 inches. He got, you know, it ain't, bro. He don't hate his gender. He just said he likes specific males, bro. That's insane, bro. All right, let me show you this team real quick. So this is the team you got. This is the team you're asking about, right? Hey, join the stream and what did I just heard? And there was a 400,000 hit that didn't happen because the thing was dead. Bro, Brandt literally goes, I'm the GOAT, right after he finishes that. In all reality, despite the fusion team being Shang Li's fusion team, Shang Li is the character that is most replaceable out of the fusion team. You know what I mean? Pulling a male unit isn't something I would do. Chasing some male units isn't my thing. I prefer to use my female units. That's crazy, bro. It's actually insane. If Brandt had WuWa, he'd be top tier in more people's opinions. Probably, bro. There's a lot of gooners when it comes to these games, bro. Don't get me wrong. When I play games, before I used to always... So, I always used to have my male characters when I used to play, like, MMOs. And then I would always have one of my boys that would always play with female characters. And I asked him, yo, why do you always play female characters? Because back in those days, I used to think it was weird for, like, dudes to play female characters. This was way back in the day before I got, like, into gacha and shit like that. So I just thought it was weird. And my boy's like, look, I'm going to be honest. If I'm going to be playing an MMO and grinding for, you know, 40, 50, 60 hours a week on this game and running and looking at the back of a character, I'd rather look at a girl's ass than look at a dude's back. And I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense. And I started using female characters after that and making them hot when I played MMOs and shit. Because that shit kind of makes sense, low-key. Homie was spitting facts. And have a hat? What the hell did you just say, John? Well, the female characters have smaller hitboxes. True! But see, basically what we're trying to say, John, is that we're just saying that you're hating to hate. You know what I mean? Like, without actual foundations, apart from I just... Like, it all gets summarized in something as simple as I like what I like. Like, that's the reality of it. I like what I like. You know, there's no deeper thoughts to it. I just like this, and I don't like that. There's no deeper thoughts to it. But when the word hate and all of that gets brought up, it makes people curious as to what is it that makes you hate it so much, right? Like, what is it that's so horrible about it? And when there's so many more positives that even the person's naming themselves is like, oh, so they're rage baiting, right? They're doing it. And that's what I'm telling you, bro, is that where that Uncle Ruckus type vibes come from. Like, I don't know if y'all ever, like, argued with someone about something, and then you're dead set on being right about a specific topic. Like, you would put your entire life on you know, your opinion on that topic, and then you find out you were wrong, but you're so fucking prideful that you still refuse to accept you're wrong, or refuse to accept that what you were saying was mistaken. That's what I'm saying, is that Uncle Ruckus opinion, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's where you're coming from. That even though you know the things we're saying are all facts, even though you're saying it's better, it feels better, but you can't say it feels better to play in the fusion team rotation, but then say, but it feels bad to play. Like, that's contradictory as fuck. You know what I mean? So gotcha CCs, brother. What do you mean? Yeah, exactly. Pirate software type V, bro. Like, you know you're wrong, but you don't want to accept you're wrong just because hell nah. You know what I mean? Hey, man, why is it that I never get recommended your vids on YouTube? Always got to search up your channel to watch your videos. I don't know if it's because, I'm going to be honest, I'm a small CC, so I don't have a big following. And then I be cussing all my videos, bro. Like, I'm straight raw and unfiltered with my videos. So YouTube kind of has a problem with that. If I had a bigger following and I cuss on my videos, my following would still get me the views to push my video into the algorithm. But since I be cussing and I don't have the following, YouTube, I think, has hid my channel. And I've gone through this for a very long time where, like, it would be different if I uploaded and no one told me that, but I get so many messages of people telling me, like, yo, why am I not getting your channel recommended? Why don't I get why don't I get your stream notifications? Like, so many people tell me that. And it's bro, I've been a YouTuber for like 9 years. On and off, you know, but many times it's happened. Bro, why did it just send me here and then it send me back here? What the fuck? Okay. This isn't a right or wrong. It's personal taste. Absolutely not. It's definitely right or wrong. You know what I mean? 100%. Exactly. The guy knows his stuff. In L2, I had a dark elf blade dancer for the same reasons. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't look at me wrong because I was like, it's kind of weird that you play female characters all the time. I just didn't know better. And then when he gave me his reasoning, and I was like, yo, that's actually pretty smart. That sounds smart. And then I started using female characters myself. He was like, you learn the ways, bro, you know? You're calling me the negative Nancy? Zan just out here always got to be negative Nancy. Build that Ling Yang. How's he being negative Nancy, bro? That's crazy. John, is that, like, you know how when Cantarella came out and you guys were all hating on Cantarella just for no reason? I'm one of those people, bro, that I like to dive into the mind of people. And then, like, I question shit. That might be my problem that I always have, bro. Like, I question people about thinks. I just like conversing. So when people come at me with some like doo-doo ass takes, bro, it don't matter if it's like their opinion. I still want to know what makes them think like that. You know, what makes them have that opinion. And then if at the end of the day it's one of those reasons where it's like, I don't know, it's just, it is what it is, or like they don't have a solid foundation to their reasoning, it just makes me think they're not well grounded. And then it just makes me question more and more and more, you know what I mean? It's okay to have wrong takes, exactly, you know? It's okay to have wrong takes. We all have them every now and then type shit. That's what I love about your videos. Appreciate you. Do be sure to hit the like on the videos though, and like turn on notifications. Join the Discord. I always post when I go live or when I post my videos, and I tag everyone. That's the only time I really tag everybody. But yeah, definitely stay on track with my channel, because after I took a big break during Siakona and Cardathia, I went back and I said, you know what? I'm actually going to get back to being on track. And I've been posting videos again. I've been doing a lot of videos, a lot of reactions, a lot of shit. I turned on all notifications from your channel because otherwise it gets buried. Yeah, I don't know why YouTube be doing me dirty, bro. I've gone through that for a long time, bro. We're like for years in different channels. Before, my old channel name used to be called Death Gun Gaming. And Gacha Death, and I was like, I don't know if my channel was getting hid because back in the day I didn't cuss as much, and I didn't know if my channel was getting hid because it had death in the title and gun. You know, guns, death might not be something that's viewed like that, especially on like video games or something like that. And then the other one is Gacha Death, and I was like, death again. So I ended up changing my name to Skull CJ. After a while, I hate that people say Skull. I wish I could just been CJ. Like my channel would have just been CJ. I would have been happy as hell. And then it was going perfectly. It was still hard to get out there. When I finally got into the algorithm loved me. And then I took a big break and came back, and bro, algorithm's been kicking my ass ever since I came back. It's hard to get into the algorithm of a game that's already well established, though, to be fair. Did this shit break again? Tatiana's fine as fuck, but for her, bro, okay, so John, you shouldn't have just said anything about Cantarella, bro. You really shouldn't have said anything about Cantarella. I need to start adding SpongeBob dolphin sensors to your videos. Yo, for real, bro. I'm gonna have to. And it's hard, bro, because I don't know, like, when it comes to like gacha nowadays, I just like to be more me. Like, I just like to go on there, chill, play my game, talk some shit, just be the way I am, right? Like in real life, I'm a shit talker. I joke around with my friends, and I don't present myself so seriously anymore. So I don't like to filter myself like that, but I might just have to for a while. Even though, bro, I uploaded some shorts that had bad words, so the first thing you hear with the shorts was bad words, so that also didn't help. Oh, and then on top of that, I did get not a strike, a YouTube warning when I uploaded my reaction to was it my reaction? No, it wasn't my reaction. It was like a video about Cantarella. What the fuck is this? It was a video about Cantarella, bro. And I remember that I uploaded that video, and I got a warning from YouTube, and that video was taken down, bro, because of freaking Cantarella, bro. I don't know where the box is around here. Too much work. Okay, so here it is. Tatiana's fine as fuck, but for her, bro, I hate her gameplay. Shit is ass, and I hate units that have an umbrella and jelly. Bro, this man be throwing the word hate like that shit is candy, bro. Like hate, bro. Like goddamn. A bootleg Kokomai, but wait, fucking finer. Okay, so here's the thing. When they first showed Cantarella, or she got her summon animation teased, we hadn't seen gameplay. Right? And you, John, and Clasher were hardcore hating on her. Like, actually hate. Like, she's trash. She's a slut. Like, y'all were saying some wild takes regarding Cantarella, and I was like, why? Why y'all hate this unit so much? Like, it shit made no sense to me. Shang Li has an umbrella. Oh, nah. You ain't gonna go there. Look, here's how it's gonna go, Zaniel. You just said Shang Li has an umbrella. He's gonna say, well, she doesn't use it in combat. And then I'm gonna say, well, how did you know that Cantarella was gonna use her umbrella in combat before they actually showed us her combat? Because you were hating before they showed her combat. You know what I mean? Just hating ass Uncle Ruckus behavior, bro. Wild, bro. Wild, bro. Crazy. Bro, low-key, that video yesterday was fucking stressful to record. And then people wanted me to, like, do a whole nother, like, talk about that video. And I was like, nah, bro. Like, I did my 2 reactions. I'm done. And then they sent me a 3rd video that was dropped today. And I was like, oh, nah. Oh, nah. A 3rd video, bro? John on his hater raid. You know what I mean? I get on people that be hating on units for no reason. Like, I would understand if, like, a random character pops out and kills Cardathea, because Cardathea's a favorite character, and then everybody's like, I hate that character. Why? Because she killed Cardathea. Okay. But, like, other than that, like, flat out hating a character is crazy behavior, bro. That's a wave plateless behavior, bro. That's astriteless behavior, bro. That's crazy. That part 3 is a minute. I know. People told me to react to it. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to say to a part 3? See? Bro, Zaniel, I literally just said the exact words that John said. Like, literally just said the exact things he said. How? Wild behavior, bro. Wild. Been getting good views on those reacts, but they were stressful. Yeah, bro. Those reacts were... You know what I noticed, Kylo, when it comes to my channel, bro? People love my shit talking and when I cook people on my videos. Like, when I actually roast other people. But, like, I'm gonna be honest... That's not the type of content that I actually enjoy, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Like, I don't look at my content and I'm like, shit, I wanna roast some people. If it happens, it happens. But that's the content people love seeing from me. Just me yapping and shit talking other people. Just because I do it good, bro. Like, I don't simply attack folks or like crash out or nothing. And the drama videos on my channel usually get me the most views. The most, bro, I literally uploaded like a reaction to one of the 7-10 dramas. That video was 2 hours long, bro. It had the most watch time out of most of my videos. Even the videos that are like 8 minutes. People were watching almost the entirety of that video. Crazy behavior, bro. I got her straight up line in his WuWa video like all CC Hoshills did, and it's coming from me that I like his videos. You know what the problem is, bro? I think that a lot of people think that if you like something, you like... Hate. We go back to the hate word, bro. A lot of people seem to think that because you like one thing, you must dislike the competition. So it's like, if I like Wuthering Waves, I hate Genshin. I can't just not care about Genshin. Like, I have no problem with Genshin, but I like WuWa. Nah, you like Wuthering Waves, you have to hate Genshin. Oh, you play Honkai Star Rail, you have to hate Wuthering Waves. Like, what? Exactly. I like waffles, so you hate pancakes? That's exactly how it is in this fucking community, bro. Bro, I literally dropped a reaction video to Cosmos where he talks about, like, hardcore, like, gamers when a casual gamer walks in. And in that video, I literally shit-talked WuWa, Genshin, and Honkai Star Rail evenly, like equally across the board. Nah, bro, you're a curl bot, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? What is going on, bro? I'm not like that, bro. I'll play, like, if I enjoyed Genshin more, I would play Genshin, and I just wouldn't care for WuWa, but I wouldn't hate it. It's just it wouldn't be for me, like, you know? Yeah, Console Wars 2.0, exactly. It's so dumb, bro. It's so dumb. So anytime that I'm, like, dropping a video and someone comments something like that, I'm like, you already know. Like, those people ain't even worth talking to. How do I get on this freaking cave? This is giving me AIDS, bro. Dude, right? I could very well get into drama and shitting on other stuff, but that's what, bro, I'm telling you, bro, Kahlo, I'm an actual shit talker. Like, I love shit talking because I'm from New York, bro. I was getting shit talked by the doctor when I was born. Yo, is that a little troll? Yo, I think your son was born weird, bro. His head looks a little lopsided and shit. Like, I was getting roasted the moment I was born, bro. It's just the way New Yorkers live, bro. Everybody roasts you. Your mom tells you to do the dishes, you don't do the dishes, she go and grill you worse than every bully in school, bro. You know what I mean? That's why you don't get no bitches, because you look like a freaking Ninja Turtle. With your no dishes washing ass, you broke ass, got no job, no friends, got no bitches. Go wash some damn dishes. Damn, Mom. I fell asleep, I'm sorry. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. So, like, I love talking shit, but when it comes to, like, actual drama, it's just, I don't like it. I do be yapping, though. Like, when I get going, I yap, bro, and I'm a roast people. Okay, I give up with this, bro, because this is giving me diabetes. Let's go here, somewhere. The part 2 of the Ebola vid to me is like, yeah, bro, the part 2 of that video... They send me that video. So I was reacting to the number one. I was reacting to the first part. And they're like, yo, you gotta react to the second part. And I'm like, why? Bro, the second part is about explaining something about this video. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll react to it. Bro, I did not understand what the hell was going on with that video. And it's funny because I finished my stream. And I was talking to my girl. And she was like, damn, you really got into those videos, she asked me. I was like, yeah, they were kind of weird. Kind of got me a little invested talking shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then she asked me, but that second one was weird, don't you think? And I was like, yeah, that second one is weird, bro. I was just confused. And she's like, yeah, I didn't understand anything. And I told her the reason that video was posted was literally a cry for anybody to extend his hand. Whoever reached out and was nicer to him first, he was gonna side with. I told her that. That's what that video is all about, bro. Legit. It was like, yo, Saint, I'm cool with you. Yo, Saint's friends, I'm cool with you. Yo, Saint's enemies, I'm cool with you. I'm cool with anybody as long as you're cool with me. So whoever extended their hand first was going to get, you know, the benefit of everything. Next thing I know, I get added on Discord talking about, yo, those videos got deleted. And I thought they were talking about my videos. And I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean? Yeah, the dude's video you reacted to got deleted. And I'm like, oh shit, why? He's like, well, Saint was reacting to them. And I'm like, oh, I'm guessing he cooked them real bad. And he was like, not really. He was kind of being like nice about it. Like, yeah, the video was cooked, but he kind of was telling the guy not to associate himself with the other people that he talked about in the video, and telling him that, like, things weren't as bad and that he hadn't burnt the bridge with Saint, but, like, to not associate with them other people. So I was like, oh, so he got the attention of Saint. Saint didn't cook him, so he probably took him down and listened to what's exactly what I said was gonna happen, bro. And a lot of people thought it was rage bait. I thought it was rage bait, but it wasn't rage bait. There's another CC that, what's this other CC that makes content, and this motherfucker has the most monotone voice ever. He's made like 3 videos talking about quitting WuWa and then coming back to WuWa, why quitting was wrong, why returning was wrong, like, but he has like this, today guys, I'm going to tell you, like, he got this monotone ass, he just woke up out of bed type of voice. That dude makes rage bait content. Iango, there you go. Iango makes rage bait content, and you know it's rage bait because he's smart about it. He gets people pissed, but he doesn't backtrack. Last I know, I don't know that much, but he leaves them motherfucking videos up. That's how you know his intention was to rage bait. But this other guy uploaded the video with like actual serious intentions, and the reactions that he got weren't what he wanted, and that's why the videos are now deleted. Had he actually, you know, uploaded them just to troll, he would have left them because he got the reaction that he wanted, right? So they weren't actual troll videos. They were real ass videos, but he just didn't like what people were saying, the reception he got. Oh shit. The second one off the chart in no direction at all. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that video. Someone commented or like, yo, you should not take it so hard on this video because the guy might be going through a schizo attack. And I was like, how was I supposed to know that? I don't know. I've never watched his channel. I don't know what his personality is like. So I wasn't attacking him like mid schizo attack or anything. If that's what's going on, not saying it is, but like, someone's like, you shouldn't attack him hard. It sounds like he's going through a schizo attack. I was like, hey, bro, shit, I didn't know that. I've never interacted with this folk, you know? And now y'all told me that he dropped the third video, but I don't want to watch it, bro. Y'all can just fill me in as to what it is. Rikamaru, what's good, man? Welcome to the stream. Let me peep something. I got Guild Wars in one of my other games, so I gotta make sure they're not tagging me on something. Hold on, hold on.
Let me see.
There's a third. Yeah, there's a third. I just think he wants Daddy Saint. That's exactly why I feel that, because everybody thought he was shit talking Saint pretty much. And when Saint, because I'm not gonna lie, I've seen Saint. Y'all know I'm not like, people think that I'm best friends with Saint. I've never talked to Saint ever, like one-to-one. Well, okay, so that's kind of a lie. I talked to him on stream, on his stream one time. It wasn't a good talk. He wasn't happy with me. But I haven't really talked to Saint like that, so I'm not buddy-buddy with Saint, but people seem to think that I am for some reason. I don't know why. But I've seen Saint cook some folk, and I thought Saint was gonna grill that video, but Saint actually approached that video pretty good. Towards the end, he did he did kind of lose the composure a little bit and start to, you know, roast the video a little bit, but he was rather composed. And I was like, bro, I know that other dude's gonna be like, Saint, pay attention to me. Xenon, what's good? How you doing? Yango really shows his dislike on his videos and tries to be funny. Arikara trusts. That's what I'm saying. Like, Yango drops those videos that are supposed to be like rage baits, and he does it on purpose to rage bait. And I thought this was the same until they told me it was deleted. All right, bro. Are y'all farming your Augusta echoes, bro? Or at least the two electro pieces? Because goddamn, bro. This is one aspect that I don't like about the way that not the patch system goes, but the event system goes in WuWa. I feel like towards the end of a patch, it's so dead, bro. Like, so freaking dead. They gotta add a game mode that updates like every week or something. I mean, not this shit. I mean, technically I gotta do this, but I don't mean this shit over here. Where is it? Right here. Not this crap. And I've already done it. Oh, no. Oh, this is what I meant. This is what I meant. Like, this is trash, bro. Because, like, for the next entire week, we pretty much have none to do. Will Augusta have a new Echo set? Yeah, she will have a new 3-piece Echo set. so you still can get a 2-piece set of your liking. Nah, fam, I'm gonna just switch my XYL Echoes to her. Okay. Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, you really want her 3-piece. Oh, fuck, I almost spilled water. The thing is, when Saint does analyze things objectively and correctly, it's easy to relate and agree to his takes. It's just that his reputation that makes agreeing to... So here's the thing, and, like, this comes from someone that doesn't watch a lot of Saint videos, but y'all can even quote me on this. And this is something that some people that were talking in my Discord that apparently hate Saint were trying to get at, and I don't agree with it, bro. From what I've seen, Saint Tontis doesn't flat out put wrongful opinions and pass them off as facts. He'll state his opinions, and maybe some people will dislike his opinions, right? But he'll never try to put some opinions and put them off as facts, right? From what I've seen, I haven't seen everything, right? And a lot of people don't like him, not because of that, but because the way he says things is very sharp, right? He doesn't like sugarcoat the things when he's going to say it. He won't tell you, well, listen, buddy, this is maybe how you're looking at things. He'll be like, well, you're being a little dense. You're being a little dumb with your take. Like, he's more blunt with the way he says things. And a lot of people nowadays are soft and they don't like that. And once again, I'm not coming at this from the point of view of, like, you know, loving up on Saint. I'm not Aricados. It's just the reality of it, bro. I faced that shit myself where I'm very blunt with the way I say my things and people just don't like it. So, like, that's my take regarding Saint, bro. I don't see Saint as someone that, you know, just posts videos with a shit ton of wrongful information and just believes that motherfucker be doing research. Sometimes he could be wrong. We're all wrong at some point. But he doesn't strike me like that. Ooh, win team. Let's go. I got brand today. Is the Blood Pack's Pledge good sword for him? What the I don't even know what sword that is. What sword is that? Blood Pack. Bro, I don't know the swords by name. I don't even know Brand's actual sword. I don't know I know String Master. That's the only weapon that I know by name, bro. That's Rover's sword? If you have Overture, I would prefer Overture over Rover's sword. Yeah, I would prefer Overture, personally. It's why the Hoyo space hates him so much. They don't like that's the thing. He's too sharp with the way he says things. So some people just simply can't handle that, bro. Fireball. Fireball too. The fuck was that? That always there? Oh, I can't go there. Fuck. Okay. He doesn't lie, but man is undefendable sometimes. It happens to everybody. You're going to be, like, people are going to side more with one person or the other. But the reality of it is that, I mean, as much as I like calling people out whenever I have the chance for wrongful takes, Saint really doesn't have that in his kit, bro. He really doesn't leave loopholes of random bullshit like a lot of these other CCs be doing, bro. He's good on that regard. He's lawyered up. Yeah, bro, I don't like Rover's sword on Brand. You lose like half of the kit pretty much. I feel like because my problem is that WuWa is one of the few games that I played that I don't get excited for weekly reset. I play a lot of other gacha games, and every time there's a weekly reset, I'm excited because shops reset, events reset. And here, bro, they be dropping the shops reset like every fucking, like the main shops, like every 40 days, bro. Bro, that's such a long time. At least make the shops and events and everything reset like the shops every 20 days and drop a new event at least every week, bro. Even if it, like, bro, for example, the hamster fucking event or something. Give me a reason to really log in every day that's somewhat interesting, apart from just, like, my dailies and wasting my, or, you know, using my energy. Yeah, Rover Sword is basically a stat stick. So if you don't have Brand's Weapon or Overture, you can use Rover Sword as a stat stick. Any more kitties anywhere? Nope. Alright, let's see.
Challenge has arrived.
To be honest, reset holograms 14 days or even 7 days. Yeah, I would be down for that. Although, some people wouldn't be down with it, bro. Someone commented, if you think holograms are for casual players, I mean, holograms are for everybody. Even casual players can do hologram. Low key, some people just don't like the sweaty content, and that's fine. Some people just like hero collecting. None wrong with hero collecting, bro. Would also fix issue with mats and XP brokenness. Yeah, true. The amount of mats we get is just not cool. I'm down, but Kuro won't do it. More free asteroids, less income. Yeah. True. Arikaro created an imaginary casual WuWa. Bro, the take when he said most casual players will only hit a parry by accident, that shit gave me Ebola, bro. Bro, my girlfriend plays Withering Waves. She doesn't play gacha games. She plays shooters. She plays like fucking Call of Duty and Fortnite. She plays Withering Waves every now and then. Like, she be logging onto her account like once a freaking week, if that. She parries. She parries. She dodges. She blocks. She tries to build the teams when she plays with characters she thinks look pretty, but she gets them rotations going. And that's, bro, how more casual do you get than that? Like, how more of a casual do you get than that? You log in every few weeks, you pull every few characters that you might like, and you're still clearing the tower, and you're still dodging and parrying, and like, if that's not a casual, I don't know what is, bro. Oh, I'm poor. Fuck. Whatever. Let's go. When I use Gian, I parry by accident. Yo, there's some characters, they just be parrying without you trying, bro. That's crazy.
Loading. Thanks for watching.
Respectfully, I watched. You should have watched, Daniel. I think your takes as someone that spends just as much time as me, if not more, when we're, you know, doing our character builds and testing, would have been quite interesting on that video. He created his own sonorosphere. I ain't gonna lie, I logged in for Cantarella and Zani. I'm a casual. I might parry 3 times a fight. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're still landing a parry. Like, you ain't sitting here, like, randomly parrying. Oh my god, I parried! I just parried! How did I do that? Like you ain't doing that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You still be parrying here and there, even as a casual. I wish these things mattered a little bit more, but they don't. I don't like them. Understandable.
Tonight's challenge has arrived.
To be honest, even if days reset everything on hollows but asteroids, and then with you know what I think, bro? They should make it so hollow resets give you just like the same basic asteroids, and just make it so you get like a skin for the holograms after you beat it like 10 times. The most useless thing ever. Once you've beaten hologram 6 20 times, so 20 resets, so that, or you know, that's a long time, you will get phantom skin for that hologram. Doesn't do anything. People don't have to do it if they don't want to. It's just a stupid little skin, but it would be cool. I would do it. I would make sure I log in to get that skin at the end of my 20 runs. Hell yeah, bro. Do you think now that the trend is 7 new characters for 4 patches with the newly added 100 asteroids from TOA and weeklies from 1,000 gateways is moderate enough for that amount of banners? That's a good question. That's a good question because we kind of have to see how it plays out first before we know if it's going to be good. But I do feel that we got to get a little bit more asteroids. If you know, like if we're going to be getting patches that are moving this fast, right? I do think if we're going to be getting Augusta, brand new, YOOOO, brand new, then we're going to be getting Galbrina and the Dude, brand new, right? If we're going to be getting brand new units back to back to back, yeah, we might need a little, not that you need to pull everything, we know that, we don't need to pull everything, but just a little bit more currency would be good, just a little bit. Maybe there's a cat here. Like, only combat content creators will parry like the no UI dungeon solo runs. Bro, I don't even think that parrying is hard in this game, to be fair. I mean, some characters is hard to parry or harder to parry with, like freaking rectifier. I mean, at least for me, it's harder for me to parry with rectifiers. You'd still be able to beat the hologram without parrying. Oh yeah, you don't even, that's another thing, you don't even have to parry, bro. To be fair, you don't really have to parry. You can just dodge and shit. And dodging feels cool too. Or it gives you a chest like Akane to choose what crit and echo set for the 4 costs you want. Yup. I just want anything that adds more gameplay, but gameplay that is not like a big deal for people that don't want to do it, right? So like if you like holograms, you can do your holograms and you'd have great results and have fun with it. But if you don't do them, you're not missing out of anything. Oh, you're getting stronger, you're getting better with your teams as you do your holograms. You're having fun, great. What do I miss out on if I don't do it? Because them holograms are sweaty. Oh, you're only getting a skin. Maybe like 20 asteroids for hologram clear. So like about 100 asteroids every week or whatever. Oh, okay. You know, nothing crazy like that. Or you can tank it with your forehead. Yo, hold on. I gotta pee. Oh, can I not pause this? Okay, yeah, I can pause it. I gotta pee, bro. I be drinking too much water when I'm on stream. That's good, though. Y'all be drinking water? I know some of y'all don't drink water, bro. Drink water. You don't want to get old and be all wrinkly and shit because you don't drink water. You parry with Yin Lin? Wild behavior, bro. I'll be back. I'm back. I only drink water, coffee, and energy drinks. That's crazy. I look like who? I don't even know who that is. I don't know who that is, bro. These things are getting melted, bro. Exonerate. He's built like you, tall and sexy. Is that what you're saying? Appreciate you. Appreciate you, mate. Let's see. Yo, guys, join the Discord if you want to see me do more reactions. I have a reaction channel on my Discord, so do be sure to go in there and let me know what you want me to react to. Daniel, you gotta post more than Gotcha Smack. I know you love him, but you gotta post more than just him. You gotta post more. He's into some wildlife sanctuary type shit. He's a goat because he likes animals. Bro, legit, if I was a millionaire, bro, I would legit buy like a fucking like a farmhouse, and I would just have a load of animals, bro. That'd be like my dream. Like, I've been addicted to watching this fucking YouTube channel of a YouTuber called Paul Cafaro. He has like a farm where he has a bunch of animals and shit, like a bunch of aquariums and a bunch of other animals. I watch like every single one of that dude's videos. I'm not even into fish like that. By the way, anyone excited as me for the next Black Myth? Yo, there's a next Black Myth? I didn't even play the first one. I wanted to, but yeah. Not buying a nuclear reactor and enjoying your passive income like the way. That's crazy, bro. That's actually insane. You posted a Yin Lin one. A Yin Lin what? React? Another one is coming. Good, good. I can't wait to play it. I don't even know who that is, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You gotta fill me in on the lore. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta tag Zan real quick. He's the OG Demon Slayer in Chinese mythology. Oh, that's actually lit, bro. I became a story player because of the lack of combat events, man. Kuro gives us elusive realm back, please. Yeah, I pretty much started paying attention to the story a while back. I gotta go back to this before she dead. There we go. It's not content work, there's a bit of an old one. Okay, I feel you. Hold on. What the fuck? Bro, did you make a thread? What is that? Did you make like a thread instead of a post? Hold on, this is weird. You made a thread, bro, under the post. Yo, Cypher, you're talking about the dude with the lions, right? Yeah, story's been getting good. Yo, Bonnie, appreciate you hanging out. Catch you on the next one. Yeah. I used to watch him as well. He married a dark-skinned waifu, so he's successful in every aspect of life. La 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 la. All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, post it again, but like post it as an actual react. You did it like as a thread or something. I don't know what that was. Yeah, those lions love him like dogs, bro. That's crazy. Let's see. Boom. We're doing that. We'll do this, and we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, no, we're good. We're God tier, bro. We're God tier. What other gacha games do I play? Currently, I'm playing Etheria Restart, and I'm playing Lost Sword. That's about it for now. I've been looking for other gacha games to play, but there's one thing with me. I hate starting games that have been going on for a long time. I feel like I'm so behind and like I don't know what to do. Like I wanted to get back into PGR, but there is something about PGR's combat that I don't like. Like I feel that with WuWa, I just memorize my own kit and then I could just follow through. But in PGR, that stupid ass orb system is annoying. Like you actually gotta look at it while you're fighting, pretty much. Like you gotta look at what you got. You got blues, green, or not greens, blues, yellows, red, you know what I mean? So I haven't gotten into that. But I did want to get into it though. In your free time off stream, check out YouTuber Forrest Galante. Is that the dude that he has a bunch of shorts where they ask him like which animal is scarier to run into, this one or this one? And he also has, I think, his own sanctuary as well. Pretty sure is the only dude that I know named Forrest. Yeah, I told you, bro, I'm into like wildlife and stuff, animals a lot. They're beautiful creatures, bro. There you go. You posted the Yin Lian video. We need dedicated people to post reacts on my channel so I can react to them. But like make them entertaining, bro. Like sometimes people be posting things for me to react to and I'm like, how do I even react to this? This looks just basic, you know. Yo, Dev, what's good? I'm doing good. What about yourself? Resented's the same guy that made the 7 things we need in Withering Waves. The Yinlin vid. Oh, it's a month old. Maybe I'll react to it when we have news of Yin Lian coming around, bro. When we have news of Yin Lian coming around, then I'll react to it. But I could watch it for now, maybe. We'll see. If it was old Yinlin, I would have been like, yo, my love. But now, Yinlin is in the back burner, bro, sadly. And you know what's crazy? Who would you guys say? So, we all know... Let me ask you a question. So, like, never, that's crazy. So, let me ask y'all a question. We all know that in Withering Waves, most characters are still viable in every aspect of the game, be it Gion, Yinlin, or any unit. Characters that were released a year ago can still clear content today, no problem. But, if I were to ask you guys, which limited banner character has their kit be the most outdated, who would you pick? Which character that, you know, released on a banner has their kit be pretty much not outdated, but less useful by now? There's many options that have replaced that particular character. From what it seems like, people say it's Yinlin. Yep, Yinlin, right? That's what most people agree on. She was our first ever waifu, bro. A red-headed elf. And she's outdated like that. Like, nobody really uses Yinlin like that unless you're specifically running a Yao team comp, for the most part. I know someone's gonna be, well, actually, I use Yinlin all the time. Okay, but we're talking about, like, the general public, dog. Where the hell is this thing sending me? Oh, no. Search for tall ducks. Those are the cutest, smallest, roundest ducks ever. You like ducks? I rescued a duck once, bro. Had that thing with me for like 2 weeks, bro. And then I had to give it to like this random bird sanctuary, bro. I've been playing WuWa for 2 months. I don't know much. Okay, yeah, you're relatively new to the game. Bro, even people who S6 are only use her for like, say, a tower clear or something, never again. Yeah, bro. Yinlin, something about her kit. I don't know. Like, I don't remember too much about Yinlin like that to like give more info on that. But there's something about her that made her just be outdated, I guess. Her kit feels clunky now. It's kind of sad. It is sad, bro, because her kit was really dope when it came out. She was doing work. But, you know, something about it. People say she's very clunky. Yeah, sadly they do. I think that's probably the most, I guess, left behind character from all the standard banner. When you put a poll like that, it has to be G-strings, but otherwise events can be lacking. That does say, that says literal G-string bikini. I can't say G-strings bikini, just G-string bikini. G-string bikini skins, bro. I want G-strings bikini skins. But yeah, events is what's lacking the most for me. Like outside, of course, we had the Gooners vote that, but and then everything else is like actually like pretty even, which is crazy. To me, it's definitely events. Events are lacking a lot because if they're not gonna give us an end game, like more permanent end game content per se, I feel that the events should be there to compensate for that. And I don't feel like a lot of the events feel like end game events. Almost every event that they drop feels very basic. Like flat out, like sometimes you don't even feel like it's a combat event. Whoops. Taochi and Alto, many more characters need rework. I mean, Taochi was bricked up since the beginning, bro. Her kit was weird. Her coordinator, for example, you need to tag things and then do her forte, and if they die, the coordinator is gone. We got Zeji and Cantarella now, just passively doing coordinated on Liberation. I feel that they should, like, I mean, they won't. I really doubt they will, because they could just release a whole new unit, but they definitely should improve things that just don't make sense from certain kits, right? Like, if one character passively activates or coordinated and the other one has to have a very specific thing happen, I think that they should make it a little bit more, updated, you know? I like it, but PDR's way of storytelling is boring to me. I don't really remember PDR's way of storytelling. I solo with Alto to this day. He takes a bit of getting used to. Yeah, Alto definitely takes a bit of getting used to. Hold on, my dog's over here trying to get into the door. Gotcha. Multiple hologram bosses event with co-op would be a cool end game. Yeah, that one was fun. That one was fun, bro. An event game mode that you could just solo clear, but then you could also do with friends. That would be cool. Her Forte also takes a while to build, so you have a specific requirement to get the coordinate, and it takes a while. Yeah, that's not good. I hope they start adding more 4 stars. I don't think it's going to happen, but it would be nice. It would be very nice to see. Bro, ever since I stopped refreshing every day, which is probably what's holding me back on materials, but I can't be wasting my astrites like that no more. I feel like I'm like falling behind on resources. Yeah, look at this, bro. 249 premium seal tubes. That's not enough for when Augusta drops. On the plus side, though, I do have 62 modifiers, and I have... Where's the stamina thing? Where's the stamina thing, bro? All right, here I have 53 of these, so 53 of these is gonna give me a good amount of wave plates if I need to farm stuff. 1,200 unborn boxes and 150 modifiers. God damn! Yeah, I used quite a bit of my modifiers because I was mid-maxing some of my characters trying to make them better, bro. Didn't work. I got shit rolls for the past, like, month and a half, bro. I've been getting hoed so bad for the past, like, month and a half, bro. It's been actually insane. Yo, I need Zaniel. Make sure that Zeno's around by the time I finish the stream, bro, so we can do the testing and checking of things. Keep saving. At some point you can't lose anymore. True. Nah, I'll still lose, bro. They don't want to give us substat rerolling, man. I want substat rerolling, even if it's just one, bro. Like, even if it's just one substat, I would love that. Like, we just got substat rerolling in Etheria Restart, pretty much. Or not rerolling, but you could craft your own substats, per se. Well, technically, that is reroll. You know what I mean. This is the last test for Augusta. Unless they do some weird emergency fucking changes. But this should be the last testing. So, today I should have the final information on her. And, you know, I'll talk about it with you guys tomorrow. Yo, Jay, what's good, homie? How you doing? Am I the only one that wants more stamina for my characters? Sometimes I'll be running out of that shit so quick. It's crazy. Perfect, yeah, I'm down. I gotta get all that ready today as well. I need to see who I'm gonna. I need to see who I'm gonna run on the team with Augusta until YOOOO drops. Fucking, what the fuck? What's his name? The fire dude, Mortifi probably. Or who the hell am I gonna run? I don't have Yin Lin build. Do I have that fusion dude build? I should, because I used to have Gion as my main in this. He's level 70. Maybe Mortifi, bro. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm going to run Mortifi. I'm going to just run her with fucking Shorekeeper by her damn self. Ow, bro. Who the fuck just shot me? Oh. I'm chilling, bro. I was into your video while I was working. That shit was funny as hell. The one about all the... Oh, yeah, that video was crazy, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mortifi just feels like a good fit for Augusta. And I feel that if I run Augusta with my Mortifi, even though my Mortifi is trash, a lot of people would be like, oh, I could run Mortifi in Augusta. I don't need YOOOO. That's cool. You know what I mean?
Beyond my beloved horizon.
Fuck that. As a Jiang Xing main, I'm so tired of seeing him on screen. I'm using Yin Lin, good or bad matchup, at least one. I mean, I would use Yin Lin too. I just don't have Yin Lin built. My Yin Lin is level 1. And I don't have materials to be building her. That's why I pretty much gotta run Mortifi. Mortifi is better than Yin Lin for this team anyway, but I would still run Yin Lin because, you know, she's waifu. Yeah, Mortifi, bro. Bro, what the fuck? Ow. You just DM'd me? Oh, I mean. I'm just trying to get a couple more of these done and then I'll be done. If anything, I'll stream. If there's anything interesting that happens later, I'll stream again tonight. If not, I'll probably just chill for the rest of the day. But yeah, guys, tell your friends to tell their friends about the YouTube channel. I'm slowly trying to get back on track. So anytime you guys see my videos, I would really appreciate if y'all could like it. Even if you've seen it already from someone else, like if it's a reaction, still like the video. Let it play in the background, even if it's muted, bro. I would really appreciate that. Yeah, Furlova also works. So, like, if you pulled Furlova, you can also run... What the fuck? Furlova and Augusta, for sure. My Furlova is built, though, so we'll see which one feels better. At the end of the day, though, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not even trying to, like, make a team comp with Augusta and another unit. So, like, if I run Mortifi, it would just be, like, for a few seconds, and then I'll probably go back to, like, solo Augusta with SK. That's it. Low-key. But we'll see. Because I don't want to get used to another character in between Augusta's rotations and then, like, you know? But I'll definitely try Mortifi and see what it is. Oh, hell no. Let's go over this way. I gotta check my echoes. I don't even know how many I got, bro. What? Ooh, I'm getting close. You're gonna use Yin Lian with your Augusta? That's cool. Got the two baddies on the team, bro. Keep spamming the survey for them to add a training room dummy so we can all train our characters in peace, but nah. Bro, you know what's crazy? Tower of Fantasy has a training dummy that was added in their second ever update, bro. And it's such a good fucking training dummy. Like, it literally shows you, like, you attack it, and it literally shows you the damage from your basic attacks, the damage from your skills, the damage from your liberation, everything. Nah, but... What do you mean? Yeah, but remember before we were stacking about 200? So maybe it's the same now. So we're like, she needs more, but you still stack a bunch. But how does she need more? Why? I thought S6 only went up to 150. And S2 was 100. Or something like that. Oh, no. Went over, but remember last time we were getting over up to 200? Maybe that's the case now, right? Yeah, I should be done soon. So live in the survey to add more co-op and combat event. Bro, I went to do my survey and I got hoed. For those that know, no, I got hoed, bro, with my survey, bro. They did me dirty. Or I did myself dirty, I guess you could say. Bro, I went to do my freaking survey and I clicked that I didn't want to say my age and that shit ended. Like, that shit ended instantly.
I hit cowering prey.
I was like, oh, nah, they hoeing. Wait. This way. Yeah, bro, they hoed, bro. Straight kicked me out, bro. I was just trying to be successful and give my valid takes, and they said, nope, not today. Insane. Alright, that's the last one that I'm gonna do. Yo, chill car, bro. God damn. Them cars are not playing around. Alright, boys. Nice little 2.5 hour stream today. Like I said, if anything goes down, any interesting developments for later today, hit me up, post them on Discord, and I might hop on and react. I might do another stream later tonight if there's stuff to talk about. If not, we'll be back live tomorrow. I'm gonna see if tomorrow I end up going live a little bit later. But yeah, for today, that's gonna be it, ladies and gentlemen. I love y'all. Appreciate you for hanging out and, you know, chatting it up. Check the WuWa channel. What? You actually counted? Oh, this man made a Saint Tontus counter. Oh no. I'm gonna have to watch that in a second. That's actually hilarious. Alright, boys. Have a great day. I'll catch you later. Peace.
Look like you don't care. Walking the dust off. Is that what you do? Is that all you're made?